Good morning, Catalyst Church, friends and family on Facebook. Um, I'm back. Um, Here we are. We are doing our daily live Bible reading. I'm a little bit late this morning just because I always have something going on for the first couple hours, so it's hard for me to get on and do this before a certain time. But if you're tuning into this, I would urge you to stop watching this for just a few moments, for just a few minutes, and to go and look at the 9 o'clock devotional that's going to be with Melanie and Paul Baggett this morning. So if you are on, Tommy, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. But when you see that notification pop up that there's a devotional going on this morning, I would really like you guys to go over and participate with Paul and Melanie as they do their morning devotion. If you're going to stay with me, we're in First Chronicles today. We are in chapter 4. We're going to be reading chapter 4 through 7. We may be here for a little while. And then we're going to read Psalm 86. That's great is your steadfast love. So without further ado, here we go. This is going to be a lot of names. So if anyone is a biblical scholar, an Old Testament scholar, please forgive me for mispronouncing every name. Descendants of Judah, the sons of Judah: Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Reiah, the son of Shobal, fathered Jahath, and Jahath fathered Ahumai and Lahad. These were the clans of the Zorathites. These were the sons of Etam: Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash. And the name of their sister was Hazalelponi. And Penuel fathered Gedor, and Ezer fathered Hushah. These are the sons of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah, the father of Bethlehem. Ashur, the father of Tekoa, and 2 wives, Helah and Nara. Nara bore him Ahuzam, Hefer, Temini, and Hashashtari. These are the sons of Nara. The sons of Helah: Zereth, Izhar, and Ethnan. Koz fathered Anub, Zobebah, and the clans of Aharhel, the son of Haram. Jabez was more honorable than his brothers, and his mother called his name Jabez, or Yabez, I'm not quite certain how you say that, saying, because I bore him in pain. So just for a few moments, I want to stop here for 2 things. One, if you are like me, then you get frustrated with parts of the scripture where all it does is like pages of names, okay? And I want to point out that these names are important because it relates to the ancestry of Christ and the kingdom of him, okay? And that's why these names were written down, so that ancestry can be traced all the way back to the beginning, right? The genealogy of Christ is established. And so you know what? There's a lot of other meat and potatoes I'd rather be reading, but that doesn't take away the importance of the genealogy of the important figures in Scripture. And so I just want to remind you guys as we're going through this, you know what? Get through it and pay attention. Some names you might recall. Jabez, right? Sonia has this book that we've had for a long time called The Prayer of Jabez, and it's about people that are going through incredible pain and see their way through it through the Lord. So that's why I saw that name and I was like, oh, I know that name because I bore him in pain. Jabez, the prayer of Jabez, right? The prayer of pain. So that's interesting. So all right, back to it. because I bore him in pain. Jabez called upon the God of Israel, saying, Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my border, and that your hand might be with me, that you would keep me from harm, so that it might not bring me pain. And God granted what he asked. Chelub, the brother of Shuha, fathered Mehir, who fathered Eshton. Eshton fathered Beth Rapha, Paseah, and Tehinnah, the father of Ir Nahash. These are the men of Reka. The sons of Kenaz, Othniel and Sariah, and the sons of Othniel, Hathath and Meonothai. Meonothai fathered Ophrah, and Sariah fathered Joab, the father of Geharashim, so called because they were craftsmen. The sons of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, Iru, Elah, and Nam, and the son of Elah, Kenaz, the sons of Jehalalel, Zipha, Tiria, and Asarel, the sons of Ezra, Jether, Mered, Epher, and Jalon. These are the sons of Bithiah, the daughter of Pharaoh, whom Mered married, and she conceived and bore Miriam, Shammai, Ishba, the father of Eshtemoa, and his Judahite wife bore Jared, the father of Gedor. He bore the father of Soko, and Jekuthiel, the father of Zanoah. The sons of the wife of Hodiah, the sister of Naham, were the fathers of Keilah, the Garmite, and Eshtemoa, the Maacathite. The sons of Shimon, Amnon, Rinnah, Ben-Hanan, and Tilon. The sons of Ishi, Zoheth, and Ben-Zoheth. The sons of Shelah, and the son of Judah, the father of Leka. Ladith, the father of Marashah, and the clans of the house of linen workers at Beth Ashbia, and Joachim, and the men of Kozeba. Man, it's a struggle. Thanks for sticking in there, Tommy. I'm telling you. The father of Leka, Leda, the father of Marashah, the clans of the house of linen workers at Beth Ashbia, and Joachim, and the men of Kozeba, and Joash, and Seraph, who ruled in Moab and returned to Lehem. Now the records are ancient. These were the potters who were inhabitants of Nitaim and Gedera. They lived there in the king's service. Verse 24. Descendants of Simeon. The sons of Simeon: Nemuel, Jamin, Jerib, Zerah, Shaul. Shallum was his son, Mibsam his son, Mishma his son. The sons of Mishma: Hamuel his son, Zakur his son, Shimei his son. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brothers did not have many children, nor did all their clan multiply like the men of Judah. They lived in Beersheba, Moladah, Hazor Shual, Bela, Ezem, Tolad, Bethuel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Hazar Susim, Beth Biri, and Sharaim. These were the cities until David reigned, and their villages were Etam, Ain, Rimmon, Token, and Ashan, 5 cities, along with their villages that were around those cities as far as Baal. These were their settlements, and they kept a genealogical record. Meshobab, Jamlech, Josha, the sons of Amaziah, and Joel, Jehu, the son of Joshibiah, son of Sariah, son of Asiel, Elionai, Jacobah, Jeshoiah, Asaiah, Adiel, Jesimiel, Benaiah, Ziza, the son of Shiphi, son of Alon, son of Jediah, son of Shimri, son of Shemaiah. These mentioned by name were princes in their clans, and their fathers' houses increased greatly. They journeyed to the entrance of Gedor to the east side of the valley to seek pasture for their flocks, where they found rich, good pasture, and the land was very broad, quiet, and peaceful. For the former inhabitants there belonged to Ham. These, registered by name, came in the days of Hezekiah, king of Judah, and destroyed their tents and the Maonites who were found there, and marked them for destruction to this day, and settled in their place, because there was pasture there for their flocks. And some of them, 500 men of the Simeonites, went to Mount Pelatiah, Neriah, Raphiah, and Uzziel, the sons of Ishi, and they defeated the remnant of the Amalekites who had escaped, and they have lived there to this day. Chapter 5. Descendants of Reuben. Here we go. Get some coffee. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, for he was the firstborn, but because he defiled his father's couch, his birthright was given to the sons of Joseph the son of Israel, so that he could not be enrolled as the oldest son. Though Judah became strong among his brothers, and a chief came from him, yet the birthright belonged to Joseph. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. The sons of Joel, Shemaiah his son, Gog his son, Shimei his son, Micah his son, Reiah his son, Baal his son, Bera his son, whom Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, carried away into exile. He was chief of the Reubenites. And his kinsmen by their clans, when the genealogy of their generations was recorded, the chief, Jael, and Zechariah, and Bela, the son of Azaz, son of Shema, son of Joel, who lived in Aroer as far as Nebo and Baal-Meon. He also lived to the east as far as the entrance of the desert, this side of the Euphrates, because their livestock had multiplied in the land of Gilead. And in the days of Saul they waged war against the Hagrites, who fell into their hand. And they lived in their tents throughout all the region east of Gilead. Descendants of Gad. The sons of Gad lived over against them in the land of Bashan as far as Selika. Joel the chief, Shapham the second, Janai and Shaphat in Bashan, and their kinsmen according to their fathers' houses, Michael, Meshullam, Sheba, Jorai, Jachan, Ziah, and Eber, 7. These were the sons of Abihail, the son of Huri, son of Jeroah, son of Gilead, son of Michael, son of Jeshishai, son of Jado, son of Buz. Ahi, the son of Abdiel, son of Gunai, was chief in their fathers' houses, and they lived in Gilead and Bashan, and in its towns, and in all the pasture lands of Sharon to their limits. All of these were recorded in genealogies in the days of Jotham, king of Judah, in the days of Jeroboam, king of Israel. The Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh had valiant men who carried shield and sword, and drew the bow, expert in war. 44,760 able to go to war. You know, what a very specific number. Isn't that peculiar that that there are details like that? I just never considered that somebody would take the time to count. I can't even really be bothered to count up to 100 nowadays, but somebody then counted 44,760. They waged war against the Hagrites, Jetur, Nephish, and Nodab, and when they prevailed over them, the Hagrites and all who were with them were given into their hands, for they cried out to God in the battle, and he granted their urgent plea because they trusted in him. They carried off their livestock, 50,000 of their camels, 250,000 sheep, 2,000 donkeys, and 100,000 men alive. For many fell because war was of God, but because the war was of God, and they lived in their place until the exile. The members of the half-tribe of Manasseh lived in the land. They were very numerous, from Bashan to Baal Hermon, Senir, and Mount Hermon. These were the heads of their fathers' houses: Epher, Ishi, Eliel, Azriel, and Jeremiah. Hodaviah and Jadiel, mighty warriors, famous men, heads of their fathers' houses. But they broke faith with the God of their fathers and whored after the gods of the peoples of the land. Wow, what strong language. Whom God had destroyed before them. So the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Assyria, the spirit of Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, and he took them into exile, namely the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, and brought them to Halah, Habor, Hara, and the river goes on to this day. Wow. Chapter 6. The descendants of Levi. The sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Kohath, Amram, Ishar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The children of Amram, Aaron, Moses, and Miriam. The sons of Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Eleazar fathered Phinehas. Phinehas fathered Abishua. Abishua fathered Bukai. Bukai fathered Uzi. Uzi fathered Jerahiah. Zerahiah fathered Meraioth. Meraioth fathered Amariah. Amariah fathered Ahitub. Ahitub fathered Zadok. Zadok fathered Ahimaaz. Ahimaaz fathered Azariah. Azariah fathered Johanan. And Johanan fathered Azariah. It was he who served as priest in the house that Solomon built in Jerusalem. Azariah fathered Amariah. Amariah fathered Ahitub. There's a lot of names that they are reusing, probably kind of like my son Isaac. Isaac, I don't believe the name Isaac, the first name Isaac, has been in either of our families, but his middle name, James, he's named after my father-in-law, Sonia's Jim. So, we tend to reuse those names. My dad's name was Ron Emil. Emil was his dad's first name. So you see this genealogy, right? These names are reused kind of in honor of that person, or we just really like the name. Azariah fathered Amariah. Amariah fathered Ahitub. Ahitub fathered Zadok. Zadok fathered Shallum. Shallum fathered Hilkiah. Hilkiah fathered Azariah. Azariah fathered Sariah. Sariah fathered Jehozadak. And Jehozadak went into exile when the Lord sent Judah and Jerusalem into exile by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar. The sons of Levi. Good morning, Wendy. Thanks for tuning in. I'll mention it if you haven't seen the 9 o'clock devotional. Please go over and partake and participate with the 9 o'clock devotional with Paul and Melanie. I always love watching them. But for right now, we're in chapter 6. Good morning. I can't wait to see your sweet face again, and all of your clan. So miss you guys. But we're still going through chapter 6. This is the descendants of Levi. Wendy, there's a lot of names, so many names. I know they're important, but I can't wait to get through all the names and the genealogies and just sink my teeth into more meat. We're here. Good morning. Good morning, Sherry. All right, the sons of Levi. Gershom, Kohath, and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershom, Libni and Shimei. The sons of Kohath, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The sons of Merari, Mali and Mushi. These are the clans of the Levites according to their fathers. Of Gershom, Libni, his son, Jahath, his son, Zima, his son, Joah, his son, Edo, his son, Zerah, his son. Don't be afraid. Just go for it. Just do it. I apologized beforehand to any scholars or anybody that is named after one of these names in Scripture. I apologize if I say it wrong, but it's going to be said wrong. Zimah, his son, Joah, his son, Edo, his son, Zerah, his son, Jetharai, his son, the sons of Kohath, Aminadab, his son, Korah, his son, Asir, his son, Elkanah, his son, Ebiasaph, his son, Asir, his son, Tahath, his son, Uriel, his son, Uzziah, his son, and Shaul, his son. Where are all the daughters? Where are all the daughters in this? Good morning, Alex. We're going through First Chronicles, and it's a chronicle of names, right? It's called First Chronicles for a reason. It's the names of the genealogy in the Old Testament. It is it's a tongue twister. So just follow along with me; it'll get better. The sons of Elkanah, Amasai and Amihath, Elkanah his son, Zophai his son, Nahath his son, Eliab his son, Jeroam his son, Elkanah his son, the sons of Samuel, Joel his firstborn, the second, Abijah. Yes, Sherry, all these are descendants of Adam. The whole point of chronicling and writing down and recording the names, of course, everything in the Old Testament points towards the birth, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Everything in the New Testament points back to Jesus Christ. So just remember that all these names are recorded for the specific purpose of establishing the genealogy that leads to the kingdom of Christ. Shimei, his son, Haggai, his son, and Asiah, his son. I think I skipped a few, but they're all kind of like running together. These are the men whom David put in charge of the service of song in the house of the Lord after the ark rested there. So we get to the point. So this is the point of establishing the descendants of all these people, right? Because they were put in charge of something that was incredibly important. They were put in charge of the service of song in the house of the Lord after the ark rested there. They ministered with song before the tabernacle of the tent of meeting until Solomon built the house of the Lord in Jerusalem, and they performed their service according to their order. These are the men who served and their sons. Of the sons of the Kohathites, here we go again, more names. Heman the singer, the son of Joel, son of Samuel, son of Elkanah, son of Jeroham, son of Eliel, son of Toah, son of Zuph, son of Elkanah, son of Mahath, son of Amasai, son of Elkanah, son of Joel, son of Azariah, son of Zephaniah, son of Tahath, son of Asir, son of Ebiasaph, son of Korah, son of Izar, son of Kohath, son of Levi, son of Israel, and his brother Asaph, who stood on his right hand, namely Asaph, the son of Berechiah, son of Shimei, son of Michael, son of Baasiah, son of Malchijah, son of Ethni, son of Zerah, son of Adiah, son of Ethan, son of Zimmah, son of Shimei, son of Jahath, son of Gershom, son of Levi. On the left hand were the brothers of the sons of Merari, Ethan, the son of Kishi, son of Abdi, son of Malach, son of Hashabiah, son of Amaziah, son of Hilkiah, son of Amzi, son of Bani, son of Shemer, son of Mali, son of Mushi, son of Merari, son of Levi. I feel like I'm reciting all these names that have different inflections that I'm giving them, and then there's like son of John. And I wish there were more of those. Melanie, are you already finished with your devotional? I didn't want to, I wasn't trying to interrupt or contest. I've been sending everybody over to the morning devotional with Melanie and Paul. So if you guys are finished, thanks for joining us. If you're not, please go ahead and start your devotional, and everybody go over and watch Mel and Paul's devotional, because this list of names isn't going anywhere. It's still going to be here. And their brothers, the Levites, were appointed for all the service of the tabernacle of the house of God. But Aaron and his sons made offerings on the altar of burnt offerings and on the altar of incense for all the work of the most holy place, and to make atonement for Israel, according to all that Moses the servant of God had commanded. These are the sons of Aaron: Eleazar his son, Phinehas his son, Abishua his son, Bukai his son, Uzi his son, Zariah his son, Merioth his son, Amariah his son, Ahitub his son, Zadok his son, Ahimaaz his son. These are the dwelling places according to the settlements within their borders, to the sons of Aaron of the clans of the Kohathites, for theirs was the first lot. To them they gave Hebron in the land of Judah and its surrounding pasture lands. But the fields of the city and its villages they gave to Caleb, the son of Jephunneh. To the sons of Aaron they gave the cities of refuge, Hebron, Libnah with its pasture lands, Jatir, Ishtemoa with its pasture lands, Helan with its pasture lands, Debir with its pasture lands, Ashan with its pasture lands, and Beth Shemesh with its pasture lands. And from the tribe of Benjamin, Gibeon, Geda with its pasture lands, Alameth with its pasture lands, and Anahoth with its pasture lands. All their cities throughout the clans were 13. To the rest of the Kohathites were given by lot out of the clan of the tribe, out of the half tribe, the half of Manasseh, 10 cities. To the Geroshamites, according to their clans, were allotted 13 cities out of the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and Manasseh in Bashan. To the Merites, according to their clans, were allotted 12 cities out of the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. So the people of Israel gave the Levites the cities with their pasture lands. They gave by lot out of the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin, these cities that are mentioned by name. And some of the clans of the sons of Kohath had cities in their territory out of the tribe of Ephraim. They were given the cities of refuge, Shechem with its pasture lands in the hill country of Ephraim, Gezer with its pasture lands, Jokmeam with its pasture lands, Beth-horon with its pasture lands, Aijalon with its pasture lands, Gath-Ramon with its pasture lands, and out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Aner with its pasture lands, and Bileam with its pasture lands, for the rest of the clans of the Kohathites. To the Gershonites were given out of the clan of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Golan in Bashan with its pasture lands, and Ashtaroth with its pasture lands. And out of the tribe of Issachar, Kedesh with its pasture lands, Debaroth with its pasture lands, Ramoth with its pasture lands, and Anem with its pasture lands. Out of the tribes of Asher, Mashal with its pasture. There's a lot of pasture lands here. Mashal with its pasture lands, Abdon with its pasture lands, Hukok with its pasture lands, and Rehob with its pasture lands. And out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kedesh in Galilee with its pasture lands, Hammon with its pasture lands, and Kiriathaim with its pasture lands. To the rest of the Merarites were allotted out of the tribe of Zebulun, Ramono with its pasture lands, Tabor with its pasture lands, and beyond the Jordan at Jericho on the east side of the Jordan, out of the tribe of Reuben, Bezer in the wilderness with its pasture lands, Jazzah with its pasture lands, Kedemoth with its pasture lands, and Mephath with its pasture lands. And out of the tribe of Gad, Ramoth in Gilead with its pasture lands, Mahanaim with its pasture lands, Heshbon with its pasture lands, and Jazer with its pasture lands. Whew. Okay, we've got one chapter left. All right, chapter 7, the descendants of Issachar. I'm going to get a drink of water here. Okay, there we go. We can do this. We can do this. Remember, this is important stuff. Not just to say that you did it, but every once in a while, there's a name in here with a little description, and that gives us a little hint or a reminder of the genealogy of the one to come. And that's the point of this. All right, let's keep going. The sons of Issachar, Tola, Puah, Jashub, Shimron, 4. The sons of Tola, Uzai, Raphiah, Jeriel, Jamai, Ibsam, and Shemuel, heads of their fathers' houses, namely of Tola, mighty warriors of their generations, their numbers in the days of David being 22,600. The sons of Uzai, Israiah, and the sons of Israiah, Michael, Obadiah, Joel, and Ishiah. All 5 of them were chief men, and among them, with them, by their generations, according to their fathers' houses, were units of the army for war, 36,000, for they had many wives and sons. Their kinsmen, belonging to all the clans of Issachar, were in all 87,000 mighty warriors, enrolled by genealogy. Wow, I can't imagine what that roll call must have looked like. Probably a lot like reading through Chronicles, right? Sorry. Descendants of Benjamin. Here we go. The sons of Benjamin, Bela, Besher, and Jediel, 3. The sons of Bela, Esbon, Uzai, Uziel, Jeremoth, and Eri, 5 heads of warriors' houses, mighty warriors, and their enrollment by genealogy was 22,034. The sons of Besher, Zemerah, Joash, Eliezer, Elionai, Omri, Jeremoth, Abijah, Anathoth, and Alameth. All of these were sons of Becher, and their enrollment by genealogy is according to their generations as heads of their fathers' houses, mighty warriors, was 20,200. The sons of Jediel, Bilhan, and the sons of Bilhan, Jaish, Benjamin, Ehud, Chenanah, Zethan, Tarshish, and Ashishahar. These were the sons of Jediel, according to the heads of their fathers' houses, mighty warriors, 17,200, able to go to war. Isn't it interesting that the numbers of the houses were measured or referred to as the number able to go to war? So that tells me, because no nation goes to war in its entirety, right? Usually, back in those days, I want to say it was like 20%, 20 to 30% were the ones that were able to go to war. The rest were either the extremely young, the old, those not able to go to war, or those that had professions that were too important to send to war. So that tells me that this is actually this number when it says mighty warriors 17,200. That means that there was more like 40,000 that were part of that group. So that's interesting. And Shupim and Hupim were the sons of Hushim, the son of Aher. The sons of Naphtali, Jaziel, Gunai, Jezer, and Shillem, the descendants of Bilhah. The sons of Manasseh, Asriel, whom his Aramean concubine bore. She bore Machir, the father of Gilead, and Machir took a wife for Hupim and for Shupim. The name of his sister was Makkah, and the name of the second was Zelophehad. And Zelophehad had daughters. And Makkah, the wife of Machir, bore a son, and she called his name Peresh. And the name of his brother was Sheresh. And his sons were Ulam and Rakam. The sons of Ulam, Bedon. These were the sons of Gilead, the son of Machir, son of Manasseh. And his sister, Hameleketh, bore Ishad, Abiezer, and Melah. The sons of Shemida were Ahian, Shechem, Leki, and Aniam. Descendants of Ephraim. The sons of Ephraim, Shethula, and Bered his son, Tahath his son, Elida his son, Tahath his son, Zabad his son, Shethula his son, and Ezer and Elad, whom the men of Gath were born in the land killed, because they came down to raid their livestock. And Ephraim their father mourned many days, and his brothers came to comfort him. And Ephraim went in to his wife, and she conceived and bore a son, and he called his name Beriah, because disaster had befallen his house. His daughter was Shira, who built both lower and upper Beth Horon and Uzan Shirah. Repha was his son, and Resheph his son, Telah his son, Tahan his son, Ladan his son, Amihud his son, Elishama his son, Nun his son, Joshua his son, Joshua son of Nun. Their possessions and settlements were Bethel and its towns, and to the east of Naran, and to the west of Gezer and towns, Shechem and its towns, and Ayah and its towns. Also in possession of the Manassites, Beth Shean and its towns, Taanach and its towns, Megiddo and its towns, Dor and its towns. In these lived the sons of Joseph, the son of Israel. The sons of Asher, Imnah, Ishva, Ishvi, Beriah, and their sister Sarah. These are the descendants of Asher. The sons of Bera, Heber and Malchiel, who fathered Berziath. Heber fathered Japhlet, Shomer, Hotham, and their sister Shua. The sons of Japhlet, Pasach, Bimhal, and Ashvath. These are the sons of Japhlet. The sons of Shemer, his brother, Rogah, Jehubah, and Aram. The son of Helam, his brother, Zophah, Imnah, Shelesh, and Amal. The sons of Zophah, Sua, Harnefer, Shuel, Beri, Imrah, Bezer, Hod, Shammah, Shilshah, Ithran, and Bera. The son of Jether, Jephunneh, Pispa, and Ara. The sons of Ulah, Ara, Hanael, and Rizia. All of these were men of Asher, heads of fathers' houses, approved, mighty warriors, chiefs of the princes. Their number enrolled by genealogies for service in war was 26,000 men. On to Psalm 86. Great is your steadfast love, a prayer of David. Incline your ear, O Lord, and answer me, for I am poor and needy. Preserve my life, for I am godly. Save your servant who trusts in you. You are my God. Be gracious to me, O Lord, for to you do I cry all the day. Gladden the soul of your servant, for to you, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. For you, O Lord, are good and forgiving, abounding in steadfast love to all who call upon you. Give ear, O Lord, to my prayer. Listen to my plea for grace. In the day of my trouble I call upon you, for you answer me. There is none like you among the gods, O Lord, nor are there any works like yours. All the nations you have made shall come and worship before you, O Lord, and shall glorify your name. For you are great and do wondrous things. You alone are God. Teach me your way, O Lord, that I may walk in your truth. Untie my heart to fear your name. I give thanks to you, O Lord my God, with my whole heart, and I will glorify your name forever. For great is your steadfast love toward me. You have delivered me, my soul, from the depths of Sheol. O God, insolent men have risen up against me. A band of ruthless men seeks my life, and they do not set you before them. But you, O God, are a God merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness. Turn to me and be gracious to me. Give your strength to your servant, and save the son of your maidservant. Show me a sign of your favor, and those who hate me may see and be put to shame, because you, Lord, have helped me and comforted me. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to another day of Bible reading from Catalyst Church. If you are interested in participating, I promise you not every day is going to be a list of genealogies, but we have something going on every day. There's always a Bible reading. There's always a devotional. So please join us again. If you liked it, please share it. And that's it. Grace and peace is yours in Jesus Christ. Amen.